A heated situation arose in the Bandaragama Divisional Secretariat when the Samurdhi beneficiaries were informed to fill their forms outside the Divisional Secretariat. A protest was staged by the Samurdhi beneficiaries who were excluded from the Aswasuma program opposite the Kalutara Milla near Divisional Secretariat on Tuesday. A similar protest was staged opposite the Panadura Divisional Secretariat on Tuesday afternoon. A person held a protest on top of a tree in front of the Valigama Valipita Divisional Secretariat, alleging that he was excluded from the Aswasuma program without even being taken into consideration. The police then tried to remove the person from the tree, but their attempts failed. However, the person came down the tree upon a request made by one of his close friends.
We don't get anything from the Divisional Secretariat. No government officer who works here care about us. We are helpless. We are starving. The only help we got from the government was this Samurdhi benefit. Now they have cut it off as well.
A large crowd who came to hand over their Aswasuma appeals were seen at the Mathura Divisional Secretariat. A protest was staged in the Ampara Valathapite village demanding the Aswasuma welfare benefit.
Many who are present here are daily wage earners. More than 90% of our village have been excluded from the Samurdhi welfare benefit. Why are you burdening the poor who don't have much?
Appeals were accepted at the Bibila Divisional Secretariat on Tuesday. This was the protest that was staged opposite the Udayarakattu Samurdhi Bank in Pudukudiri, Pumulathev. A similar protest took place near the Chenkaladi Divisional Secretariat. The New People's Front lodged a complaint with the Human Rights Commission of Sri Lanka on Tuesday and stated that the selection process for the Aswasuma social welfare benefit was unjust. The group launched a silent protest after filing the complaint.
This has a guideline to cut the Samurdhi benefit if the monthly electricity consumption is over 60 units. 65% of the people in this country are diabetic patients. A large number of them use insulin and it should be stored in the refrigerator. If the refrigerator is used, it takes over 60 units of electricity. Should they suffer because they are poor? The Samurdhi Bank system is a massive fund. We have suspicions over whether they are trying to use this to sell this bank network to a microfinancer.
SLPP MP Jagat Kumar reiterated that the Aswasuma Social Welfare Benefit Scheme should be suspended to serve justice to the people.
The Welfare Benefits Board guidelines for the Aswasuma Social Welfare Benefit is to cut stamps if they have proper sanitary facilities, drinking water, a tap line, if the roof is strong, if they have a brick wall house or if the child is going to school. This must be fixed. I propose to the government and the President to temporarily suspend the Aswasuma Social Welfare Benefit Scheme and provide relief to the people. They can't rob the people of their right to live based on what the World Bank or the IMF says. We won't agree to it in Parliament.
Speaking during a media briefing at the President's Media Centre, State Minister of Finance Shehan Semasinghe advised the people to refrain from falling prey to the political influence of various groups and to file appeals before the 10th of July.
There
is a political force behind this. If there was a change in the selection process, the Welfare Benefits Board has taken steps to fix it. The President issued directives to assign dedicated officers at divisional secretariats to take necessary measures. People shouldn't fall prey to the needs of political forces and attempts by certain groups for their continuity. If you have not filed appeals or raised objections, take measures to do so. The government is bound to serve justice for you. We received 188,794 appeals and 3,304 objections so far.
විරෝධතා 3304යි මේව මොහොත වන විට අපිට ලැබිලා තියෙනවා.
The All Island United Samurdhi Development Officers Society said the appeal process is not an easy process for the people who are facing the issue.
This is the appeal paper. How can illiterate people fill this? It says to submit this online. They don't even have a phone. Everyone in Parliament unanimously passed the Aswasuma Social Welfare Benefit Scheme. But now, these bankrupt politicians are instigating the people. The chairman of the Welfare Benefits Board, Vijay Ratna, who compiled this, has now introduced the 1924 hotline. Let's see if it is reachable. We cannot call that number. Don't deceive the people. While people are focusing on that, they are trying to rob the banks to clear local debt over the next few days, discussing the Anti-Terrorism Act and trying to introduce an act to suppress media. We suspect these will happen when people are distracted.
Former Minister S.B. Disanayake said development officers and agriculture research assistant officers stepping away from the Aswasuma survey process led to the issue.
The
Aswasuma scheme was introduced as an alternative to the Samurdhi benefit. When selecting beneficiaries, development officers and agriculture research assistant officers did not want to accept it due to an issue with the government. It would be better if we resolved the issue at the time with the officials who were appointed independently for the Aswasuma by the Welfare Benefit Board. Some of them were the youth of the village. The others were in youth councils with no experience. They have made a serious mistake. The President and ministers must accept that.
The All Island Progressive Samurdhi Development Officers Society responded to this.
We were prepared to assist the survey. The 21st and 22nd clauses of the Welfare Act stated that if information provided by a beneficiary is false, the development officer will be punished. We repeatedly told the government we are willing to conduct the survey if those conditions were withdrawn. Those requests fell on deaf ears. The government brought youth from villages to carry out the problem. As a result, the government is facing a tough situation. Those who lost the benefit have come to divisional secretariats. Now the government is trying to combine the National Savings Bank and the Samurdhi banks. The entire banking process will be regulated by the central bank. As a result, funds and reserves amounting to 600 billion that are secure under the Samurdhi scheme will be absorbed by the government. On the other hand, Samurdhi officers' jobs will be at risk. The government is prepared to give compensation to Samurdhi officers, urge them to retire and deploy them for other work.
These were the views expressed by the former MP Nalinda Jayatissa.
Sri Lanka was an agriculture-based country and we managed our 3 meals. However, Gotabaya Rajapaksa made a spontaneous decision to ban fertilizer and impose a curse on the country. Today, along with our children, we are suffering from this curse. We do not have proper nutritious meals. These are the results of the Gotabaya Rajapaksa curse. His successor Ranil Wickremesinghe brought along a similar curse. Many Samurdhi beneficiaries have been deprived of the social security provided to them.